Hey, this is Kay talking. I do most of the singing for the band Kenny Don't Care. Somebody suggested we tried to tell the story of the song Cold Coffee, Cheap Wine by the band. So here it is, the story, the song.
Pressure here. I play bass in Kenny Don't Care. I suggested making the story of Cold Coffee and Cheap Wine into a documentary. It seemed like a good idea at the time.
Hey, I'm Brain. I play drums and sing for the band. Usually drummers aren't told what's going on, so this is the first I've heard of this project. Oh hey, that's me.
The plan is pretty much straightforward. Make a doc the same length as the song, about 6.5 minutes. Play the track mostly in the background. That's what you're hearing now. I wrote most of the song many years ago. When I was about 11, we used to wander around a lot. Myself, I was trying to look cool and not get beat up. What the other guys got out of it, I don't know. Just kids. Now I see it as kids building a frame of reference, which in that light understandably left us short of conclusions and answers. I guess everyone knows that about being a kid.
Know an old man who hangs around.
One of the places we hung at was a beach. There was this old guy we'd see around a lot. We thought of him as a bum, but now they'd probably call him homeless or a street person or something like that.
Lost touch so long ago that it's too late to get back into reach.
A while back, we went out and shot some footage in the same spot. My friend Fran the Man played the bum, a homeless guy.
Drinking free cold coffee and at night he drinks cheap wine.
Most of this lyric is true, except there really is no end to Marine, the road. It continues never-endingly on almost every coast on the planet. Different names for it, maybe. The rest is true. He probably was out of touch, and it probably was too late for him to get back into reach. We might have suspected that, but could not possibly have known it for sure then, with the old frame of reference thing at play. He would stop and talk to us kids. Most adults didn't, and he didn't talk down to us like we were kids. What I remember most about him was his cane, and I think he had a limp to go with it. We called him Hopalong.
Yeah, like a picture with no frame. It's like a picture with no frame. He told me once that if you live too long,
Maybe everybody called him Hopalong. He probably told us that's what he was called. I don't remember. I don't remember the cane twiggling when somebody said it. So he'd be telling us thoughts and tales, and I think we thought it was all quite profound. I tried to get some of that in the lyric.
So you get caught by time and it drags you behind and it lays you drinking cold coffee and cheap wine.
Now it sounds pedantic, platitudinous. Told me once that if you live too long, you soon become too old is a great example. Wise then, sort of stupid now. In contrast, Keith Richards said something like, "No one wants to grow old, but no one wants to die young either." That's pithier.
Yeah, we gotta start thinking about what kind of world we're gonna leave that guy.
Thanks, Brain, for that. Always good to have some larks. While Hopalong talked, sometimes the cane would come up, in a threatening manner. I don't know what prompted this. He often made it clear he could use his cane, I guess in the way Spinal Tap's manager needed his cricket bat sometimes. Let them know it's not just for show. That's a friendly reminder. It stuck in my head more than anything else about him.
It's like a picture with
My first reaction to Cold Coffee and Cheap Wine was to attempt a 3-minute edit. I'm usually a 3-minute song guy, but it soon became apparent that the track needed to be longer.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I had added the picture with no frame part a few years after the original track. Here's a bit of the very first version.
You get caught by time and it drags you behind and it leaves you drinking cold coffee and cheap wine.
So I mentioned what was true in the lyric, but I never saw old Hopalong in a cafe or bar. Maybe I saw him go in or out of one. What's most likely is I supposed he had to eat and drink and romanticized it some. That's my job here.
That's Spike on lead guitar. He can't be here today. We sent him out for beer and he never came back. That was a month ago.
Old Hopalong should be looking like some hero by now if I'm doing that job well. A wise old man. Who the young man at the end is, I don't know. I believe I should know, but I don't. I like to think the kid, Hopalong's protege, is really anyone who has found themselves at a crossroad. Now I imagine that, for the young man, the choice is between living the seemingly carefree life of a hobo or heading to the tailor to get the nicest suit he can afford. Maybe that's how old Hopalong came to be. Maybe that's what Hopalong knew, or we thought he knew. Don't accept the frame that comes with the picture. Make your own frame, and picture too. Maybe that's the meaning of the chorus. I don't know. You decide.